Good morning. This week we begin the third book of the Torah, the book of Leviticus. And our rabbis tell us that when you look at the beginning of the creation of the world, the first thing God created was light. And it says God said, let there be light, and there was light. God saw the light was good. And then God separated between the light and the darkness. And then God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the word light, or, is mentioned 5 times. And our rabbis say that the 5 mentionings of the word light in the beginning of creation corresponds to the 5 books of the Torah, the 5 books of Moses. But notice, say the rabbis, that the third time it says light, it says God saw the light was good. This refers to the book of Leviticus, the book that we're starting now. Why is Leviticus, from all the other 5 books, considered the book that is special, that is kitov, that is good? Say our rabbis, because it's the laws of sacrifices, which are very complex and detailed laws. And therefore, because of the difficulty and the complexity of the laws, it's called the book of light, which is good. And the question is, what makes it good? Because it's complex and difficult? And the answer is, there's 2 attitudes you could have to the challenges in your life. When you encounter something that's difficult, something that's hard, you could either look at it like a strain, like a burden, like a headache. I have to do something difficult or something hard. But the other attitude is a positive attitude. Imagine you have a game of tennis and you have a competitor, an opponent on the other side of the net that's a really good player, and he's hitting great shots, and you have to run after the ball and really work up a sweat. At the end of the game, you're like, that was a good game. It doesn't matter if you won or lost. Why? Because your opponent made you work hard, and the harder he made you work, the more he challenged you to bring out the best game that you have. And so too in life, the challenges of life should not be viewed as something negative. It should be looked at as a positive, that it's an opportunity to bring out the best in yourself. God is giving you challenges that are difficult to make you go beyond your normal comfort zone, to stretch and to bring out your best game in life, which will make you feel very good about yourself. And that's why, because the book of Leviticus is a difficult book, it's considered the best book, the book that is kitov. It's a story told. There was a Hasidic Jew. His name was Rabbi. He was in prison in Russia back in the day when he was sent to Siberia for being a Jew. And he was in the gulag, in the prison there. And one of the rules was you're not allowed to play cards. But the prisoners had a hidden stack of cards, and they would play cards. And when the guards would come, they would quickly hide it. And the guards would search all around. They knew they were playing cards, but they could never find the stack of cards. And one time he said to his fellow inmates, how do you hide the cards so well? They would make all the inmates get undressed and search them. They could never find it. And they said, we'll tell you the secret if you promise not to tell anyone. And he said like this: when we see the guard coming in, the guard starts searching. We quickly put the pack of cards in his pocket. We hide it in his own pocket. He searches everywhere except within his own pockets. When he can't find it, he turns to leave, and we pickpocket it back out of his pocket. After all, we're professional criminals. We know how to do that. Rabbi said he learned a very important lesson. We always search elsewhere, but the truth is we have to learn to search within our own pockets. We have to search within ourselves. The greatest joy in life is when you discover your own capacity, what's in your own pockets, what you possess, your own talents and strengths. And when you do that, you realize that Judaism is not oy, but it's a joy. Have a wonderful day.